How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of 7 Days to Die. So it's been a while since I played this game. The last time I uploaded a video was April, I think the 13th or something like that. As you guys can see, I am in my world that I created. So there's actually 5 people currently in this world. Originally there were 6, but one of my buddies stopped playing this a while ago, and he never got to build his base here. So that's my friend Miles's base, and then there's also I'm actually standing on top of my little brother's base. So there, and then there's a little shed that belongs to one of my little brother's friend. I told him that I blew up his house, but I didn't really do much to it, anyways. So my little brother's base is basically like a little bunker. So I actually really like this game. This game is like zombie survival, but you can customize everything. So if you guys watch my channel, chances are you probably subscribe because it's one of the State of Decay games. So one of the big complaints I have about that game is not enough customization, but this game is basically Minecraft but zombie focus. So as you guys can see, I did build this carrying tower ish thing. So this is basically, I built it to the tallest point, even though it looked like there's like nothing up there, but it's actually a little base up there. I actually should go up there to show you guys. If you guys watch Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z, you probably come across that tower basically where it's so tall where you can't see it. It just looked like a giant column. So I trying to build this on this game as well. I've never used this tower as a base, technically speaking, but I built it up where I think it's like 260 blocks high, which is like the tallest you can go or something. But I actually grow trees on top of it, so it's actually taller than what you can build, technically physically built. So as you guys see, there's nothing really much up there. It does get extremely cold, so I actually put a fireplace in here. So I mean, if I need, I could use this as a base, but I wouldn't use it because it's basically support by 9x9 column, or not even 9x9. It's more like it's I mean, sorry, 3x3, which is 8 blocks with the center removed. But I do have, like I said, grass lawn on here, and then also a couple trees. It's really incredibly tall. I did make my little pond right here, kind of like a park. So I thought it was pretty cool. But as you guys can see, I'm not going to jump down, just to tell you guys, because I will die for sure, because this is really high. But it's a big base. It took me a long time to build. But this game, it is really cool. I mean, with a group of people, you can establish like a whole entire city in this place. So I am going back down to this. So this base, like I said, it's not really a base. It's just something that I want to test it out. I built it on a hill and trying to go as high as possible. And as you guys could probably hear, I am still climbing, even though the graphic doesn't look like I'm going anywhere, but I'm going down. Oh, there's that airdrop. So this game does have airdrops. That's basically a plane that just comes by and drops supplies. You can set your time. You can set your daily time basically, and like for example, you can say 1 day in this game equals to a certain amount of time in real life. I see there's zombies attracted to me for some reason. I'm not carrying me, am I? So I am pretty high level in this, pretty much maxed out, and I'm using a spike club. Like this club. Oh, I don't need a moldy sandwich. I should go back to my base actually. That was my farm. So the idea was I had a farm basically raised up above ground, and I literally have like potatoes, blueberry, a ton of different product that was grown in there. And one of the biggest problem with this game is I don't know the exact name for it, but there's a glitch that happens very rarely, but it does take out your base. Like it just glitch it out. Like you see how the whole entire thing just disappear. So originally there was a house here. I demolished the house, and I actually built this lifted farm, I guess you can say. Let me actually go there and show you. I don't need a freaking torch, but this place is a spawning spot for zombies. So when I built this, as you guys can see how much concrete I wasted on here. But what? There's something here. I think I heard a zombie, but uh, what was I talking about just right now? But when it was there was a oh, I built it on concrete columns to support, so make sure the zombies can get up. I mean, can destroy this place. The zombies have the ability to break these materials if they try hard enough, but if you make it strong enough, they won't be able to. So, as you guys can see, I at some point, oh, that zombie is like doing some jumping jack or something. You know, when people doing at the gym working out, they jump up these platforms. But I'm gonna hit you in the head, and I totally miss. Die. Die. So I'm still hearing steps. It must be some other zombies, probably glitched out somewhere, but it doesn't seem like to be a problem for me. Oh, some pants, some paper. I don't really need pants, but I will scrap this so I can get some fabric. I mean, I do need pants, but not currently. But as you guys can see, I had all these little blocks. I believe the biggest one right here was all potatoes. So it was growing like I was getting like hundreds and hundreds of potatoes, and then I had like blueberry. I have like cotton. I have cotton for making clothes and stuff, and I have like other stuff. There were corn. I was growing corn, and then there was like I forgot. There was a ton of stuff. Golden leaf flowers, which help you cure like stomach ache and stuff like that. So this game definitely help you. Like basically, you can be very creative, and I have like a mini watchtower here. There's nothing up there, so I'm not gonna take you guys up there. It's just the watchtower I built for fun for no reason. But as you guys can see, I did have spikes all around because it is a very dark place. At one point, I have torches all around at every single one of these columns. But obviously, because I abandoned this place, I took down all the torches because I can reuse them. As you guys can see, there are floating torches. Just to show you guys, at one point, this was all gone right here. Like this wooden ground was all gone, but that was one of my torches, and all of them were glitched out because of that. So that is the biggest drawback of this game. But I still love this game. You can pretty much do anything. So on this map, the most dangerous base is definitely belong to my friend. His base is literally scary to walk into. And you guys probably see this weird like 5-6 doors in a row. So what happens is that I'm trying to be funny, so I literally built like 5 doors in a row and I lock it. So as different characters, we can build doors and you can lock them, so other characters, other people, even if they are your ally, they can't go in without you. So what happened is that I built like 5 doors in a row, and he has to basically walk through. Oh, I almost just fell down. So he basically did a gigantic Great Wall of China all the way around, and his base is basically on top of water. Originally, his base is way cooler, where there was access under the water, so you can swim into the water and then get into the base. And I planted these trees on top of his base just as a joke, and he was trying to build a pyramid, but he never finished it. And as you guys can see, there were some like weird spaces in there. His base to me is like a maze because it was built in different phases. So he basically there are parts where I get lost in there, and when you get lost and hit this base, it is really scary because you can fall down to your death, obviously. And of course, he has spikes all around. If you guys can't see, there's actually a trench all the way around the base as well, and it is very dangerous base. I'm not gonna go in there. Let's go to my base. So I haven't played this in the game in a while. How do I even access my own map now? That's not it. Nope, that's not it either. That's not it either. How do I access my map? This has something to do with it. Oh, so that is my character, obviously. As you guys can see, is he's all helmeted up. He's got that. Oh, so you can also customize your character. Obviously, you get to choose what you look like. But once you get it armored up, I'm level 137. I don't know if that's high. I think it's pretty high. I maxed out a lot of my skill levels. But I gave these guys a lot of pretty good stuff. Oh, his t-shirt's pretty worn out. So if you get hit by zombies a lot or something, your clothing, your stuff would basically get worn out. And let's see the so I showed you guys a lot of stuff. So there is let's see. So this is what I call a Horde Night house. So my base, personally, my base is too safe at the moment. So there's never any zombie. Even at the hardest settings, there's no zombie. They never actually make it into my base. They fell for my traps, but they died. They never actually go into my base. So as you guys can see, this is the Horde Night house. I probably won't give you guys a tour. It's just a regular, very regular, basic base. So this base is my friend Miles' base, which is the one I showed you guys earlier. He's the one that his house from a certain degree looked like a middle finger. From a certain angle looked like a middle finger. As you guys can see, he never finishes it. He was going to build a tower at some point, but I was like looking at it this way. I was like, wow, it looked like a middle finger. So let's go. Let's check. Oh, crap. I gotta remember this. Oh, this is on here. I'm right next to my brother's friend, Ghost Recon Space. He even freaking put his gamer tag on here. So that's him. I don't worry, Ghost Recon. I never actually blow up your base. So if they ever jump on the same time as me, you might get invited back in. Come on, I need to figure this out. So let's see. So this is the lake. So basically, you can see he put a wall. My brother put a wall all the way around the base, and he built it right in the middle of the lake. So, and then there's my farm that got destroyed. And if you guys can see, this is actually my base. This is actually just part of the base. So I don't know if you guys know how to read topography lines. So topography lines basically get smaller and the elevation gets taller. So this is actually a trap to my base. I call it the death pit. I'm pretty sure a lot of people call it the same thing. But what happened is that I started on top of a mountain and I dig all the way to the deepest part. I don't know how many blocks, maybe 100 or 150 blocks deep. So that could kill you if you fell down here. So let's go up there, but that is not the entrance to my base. The entrance to my base is actually in another weather zone. So for those who don't know, there's basically different weather zones. I need to figure this out. I'm sorry, but it's bothering me right now. Night vision. Okay, so that's nope, that's not what I want to do. Why can't I access my map? I feel like there was a way where I can access my map in like one go. Okay, so this is obviously like I mentioned earlier, my trap pit. So basically the square you see is full of spikes, and then the inner square is different kind of spike, and the center square is basically a little wooden platform that allows zombie to go in if they ever makes it in. And this is actually my bed right here. So technically speaking, my base is right underneath here, all the way to almost the lowest point, but the entrance to my base is actually over here. That's all the way in the snow area. So let's go check out the pit. So the reason this game's called 7 Days to Die is because on the 7th night, zombie will find you no matter where you are, and there's a lot of them. They'll come sprinting at you and all that stuff. So you can prepare your base basically for that night. You can gather material, build stuff, and basically reinforce your base. I'm sorry guys, it's been a while since I played this game. The control seems a little I don't remember it very well. Like I said, so on top, I fenced it off too. So first of all, the zombie got break through this wooden fence, which is not hard at all. And then they gotta crawl through the first row of spikes, which most of these spikes break their legs. Second row of spike, they're gonna crawl through and they're gonna freaking get hurt really badly. And then they're gonna crawl on top of that platform and then fall down. So that platform, I don't know if I'm kind of scared to go in there, especially go in there with this. I might freaking die if I'm trying to do this. But basically it's a straight pit down. I'll show you guys when I get in there. So you guys can't see, but my bed is technically somewhere around here, but like 200 blocks below, 150 blocks below or something. I forgot, I lost count for how deep it is. I know I dug all the way down until a point where the game doesn't allow me to dug down. So let's go over there and check out my entrance to my base. So technically speaking, because the location of my entrance, they zombie could never get me because I always stay towards the pit on the Horde Night. So zombie will always gather around the pit instead of coming to my entrance because it's so far away from my pit. So as you guys can see, I have it built as like a little snow mount. So it's pretty hard to tell. And I start farming, tree farming. You guys see this whole entire forest around here? It wasn't there originally, so you can change the landscape in this game. You can actually like empty out lakes, create forests like I did right here, and then build up mounts. I do admit the mount's a little squarey because I can't really change it. That's just how the game system creates it. I wish I can build it round like the actual real mountains, but I can't. So as you guys can see, let me as I do have a little, this is actually a little pond up here. So dang it, I just gotta put away my torches, and now I need it. I'm gonna take my shovel out. I don't think I'll need my shovel. But this is a little pond that I created in case if I need water. I'll tell you in a little bit why it's so stupid, because I have a ton of water. So one pond up there, and then I also have my garage right here. So here in my garage I have my Ferrari, I have my Lambo. I'm just kidding. Here's my mini bike. So obviously you can build, this is the only transportation I think in this game, but I do have a lot of gasoline stored away. This is just for emergency storage, but mostly it's for gasoline. I think this is faster than any zombie can run in this game, which is, you know, totally makes sense. Technically speaking, zombies shouldn't be able to run anyways. So let's get down to my base. I don't remember exactly. Am I getting on? I don't think this is the Horde Night, if I'm honest, because I think I did Horde Night was 175, so I do have 7 days. So this is the entrance to my base. As you guys can see, it's so the entrance itself is the wall over there is actually very heavily fortified. It's like the toughest material you can get in this game, and obviously we got a vault hatch, and I reinforced it as well with steel. So you can have different materials, and you can build different material. Obviously, the stronger material builds stronger products, and so we are descending down into the entrance. Basically, this is what I will have to do every time I go into the base. And in case if any like hordes of zombie decides to follow me down here where I basically get rushed, I built this little trap pit here. So what happens is that I can basically run in there and come all the way, lock the door after me, come in here and just stand here. Zombie won't be able to go walk through here. I can't even do that. So obviously they can't. So if down there is all metal spikes, because of how zombie run in this game, they tend to just like wobble around, and they might be able to sometimes they might fall down. I've never had a zombie come in here, so I never got the chance to test this pit. And of course I put these jail bars here, thinking that my friends could stand here if anything happened. Like for example, if I run in here and I open the door, and they can just shoot at the zombie behind me while I run around. So, and then of course I put a door there, so in case of any zombie die right around here, we can grab their loot without getting hit. So this is a work in progress, something that I haven't finished. Let's head down. So this is what part of it, what I want to do is basically create access all the way across the map. So as you guys can see, my ball pit is right here, and the entrance right there, and currently I'm right here, so it's like right between. So you can, I made this like multiple chambers. One of the things that I want to do is basically let all the zombies in at Horde Nights, which is just like at least, I don't know, 50, 60 zombies, 70, 80, I don't know, more you kill, the more pops up, depends on the setting too. So I basically built these chambers where they can chase us to make this game more exciting, you know. So I'm not finished with this. It's still a work in progress. I don't know how many chambers, but I get pretty far in this chamber, and as you guys can see, I am all the way out here. So my entrance right there, as you guys can see, and I'm all the way out, and I kind of want to dig all the way to, like, you know, somewhere over there. So it's pretty cool. This is a work in progress, like I said. So let's head back. I want to show you guys the main base. This base is actually really big compared to a lot of other bases, most of my friends' bases. This is, I will say, indoor space volume wise, my base is probably bigger than my friends, but obviously he has that gigantic wall around with the courtyard, so his is like outdoor space wise, this is probably way bigger. So let's head inside. So obviously there's fail safe, I have another door on here in case if they do break through it. And then this is actually going all the way across. So as you guys can see, there are a hallway, and then that's right in front of us. You guys can see that far down. That's the fall pit. So remember earlier why I told you that this actually is so stupid that I have that water pit, because I have built the pool here, underground pool. So this is actually a secret underground pool. If you jump down, you guys can see I actually filled the bottom with glass. So there's actually a whole entire another layer down there. My actual main sleeping quarter is actually down there. So let's get over there and I'll show you guys the death pit. So I opened these two spots thinking that I'll do some indoor farming. So that creepy music right now means that it's nighttime. So I trying to grow mushrooms, but apparently there's a computer version of this game which has a lot more stuff. They can grow mushrooms, which is they can make mushroom soups and stuff like that. But I can't do it because they don't have that in Xbox version, which kind of pisses me off a little. So right here, as you guys can see, this is the bottom of the fall pit. I can't really look up that much because if I do, that means I have to step out and get hurt. So these are the spikes. I think I have seen 2 zombies so far that managed to come down, but how do I crouch down? I forgot how do I do that. But you can basically fall down all the way down, and you land on these spikes. And chances are, when they land, they're gonna die down here. And I can just stand here and collect their loots. So nighttime zombies tend to have better stuff on them. So basically, that's a good part about this game. So I shouldn't make those glass things around here. I mean, not the rebar wires, so my friends can shoot at them while we're all the way up. Or we all can just stand in this corner and hit them with the bat. The bat will reach them, but they can't reach us. And inside this door is actually my workspace and storage space, or not really storage space. I'll say for my friend's storage. I got my, what is these called? The forge. You can put materials and stuff in there. Obviously, there are a lot of places you can loot in this game, but you can put materials in there, and you can make like forge irons and stuff like that. So this is a very cool. So I have 2 of them, and then I also have I forgot what this called too. A cement mixer. So you can make the cement, like these cement walls. So you can make sand, you can make mud, whatever. And then this is a workbench, so it basically allows you to craft stuff without affecting you, because when you're crafting something, you can't craft another 2 things at the same time. So you can basically, if you say you want to craft like 300 wooden crates, you can put it there in the wooden the crafting table will do it for you while you can work on other stuff. And of course, I do have my little leisure area, well, technically speaking, my friend's lounge room that I built for them. This is my base, but I built like a friend space. As you guys can see, one of my friends, Miles, is bunking here just in case things go wrong. I made them a fireplace, put some picture on there. There's TV on here, but so there's no television show that can actually be played. Little couch, office table, and these are just some storage spots. Let's go down to the other part. So down here is where I technically live. So this is very, very deep into the game. So look up above, which is the pool. I put these middle bars on there just in case of any zombies. Like I said, no zombie ever come down here. If any zombies ever decide to break the glass, but they won't be able to get in because of the middle bars on here. So this is my base. This is probably one of the safest thing you can get in this game. I've never ever hear a thing. I can just sleep down here no matter when. Zombies can't get in, so you need to go through 5, 6 bolted doors just to get in this quarter. And as you guys can see, it's actually right here. So ta-da, the ultimate luxury space, studio space. I don't know if you can consider this studio, but I got my fire pit with my couches around, and then of course pictures, all concrete right there, all reinforced concrete actually. And then I could make it all reinforced metal, which is even stronger, but I don't need it because it's all the way on the ground with all those vaulted doors. And then of course I got some redwood cabinet, redwood floor. We got some refrigerator space. They don't really do much. I got you some drinks. You got some yucca juice. You got some beer. You got some honey. Stuff like that. And of course, where's my water? I thought I had water at some point. Maybe I do. I should have water. And of course, there's supplies. We got meat soup, potatoes, grilled baked potatoes, and tons of stuff. And maybe this is the water. Oh no, Yeah, I got a ton of water. So water, I didn't refrigerate it, I guess. And then the refrigerator is not power. And then of course the first aid kit. And then of course the medicines, painkillers, antibiotics and stuff like that. So we got weapon parts and stuff like that, and then also materials, clothing, just more clothing and more stuff. There's a lot of stuff in this. You can build guns and that. I made this space just to be funny. It's a freaking toilet. I built in this fancy toilet, with the wooden cover. I thought I was gonna get a urinal, but apparently not. But it doesn't have a sink, so I just put a table here, cabinet with a picture and an indoor plant. If you need it, you can't really do with the indoor. The only thing that plant do is actually just for decorations, and of course my table. Like I said, there's 5 people in there, so I put 5 chairs, pretending like we could actually sit down and do meetings. And here is my bedroom. This is where all the magic happens. No, just kidding. Nothing happens here. Obviously, it's got you guys seen MTV Crib. Everybody said that when they're going to their bedroom. So this is just like an upstairs pad where I put a large bed here. It doesn't do anything. I think large bed was like a saving spot. You can basically save on here or something. A respawn spot. Sorry, my bad. And then I came across these things. Obviously, this one you can build. You can build a lot of these furnitures. The funny thing about the TV is originally this is a big TV, but when you pick it up, it becomes 2 separate small ones. So, and then of course we also have these bad lamps, and then this is my gun safe where I keep most of my weapons, which I have 2 more on me, as you guys can see. And then there's also nightstands. You can use them for storage, which I don't use them for storage anything. But this is it, guys. So this is my base, and this is the world. I just gave you basically a world tour of what I have built and what my friends and my little brother and his friend has built so far in this world. So if any of you guys are interested in this game, I think it's pretty cool game. You guys can check it out. There's a lot of other YouTubers has done videos on this game. In my personal opinion, it's still one of the most customized, super cool games out there. I don't know if they're gonna do any updates for this game, especially to patch in the glitches and stuff, but it is really good game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. It'll be a huge help. While you're at it, check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you guys next time.